Hello, everybody. Welcome to today, Saturday, October 11th, 2025, where we celebrate the Saturday of the 27th week of Ordinary Time, and today is a saint day. But this reflection, I'm not going to be reflecting upon the saints, but instead, I want to reflect upon today's Holy Gospel, to which Jesus has mentioned to each and every one of us some of this very, very powerful message to which all of us here should have been able to hear from today's gospel. So what is today's Holy Gospel? Today in the Holy Gospel, we hear about the fact that all of us should observe and listen to the Word of God. What does it mean to truly observe and listen to the Word of God? If we were to live our life, we know for a certain fact that all of us here are imperfect human beings. And there are times where all of us here undergone many difficulties to the extent that we really need God to help guide each and every one of us. And so, being able to listen and observe the Word of God is one of the powerful predicaments for how God can be speaking to each and every one of us here. And so, if we recall from yesterday's Holy Gospel, I know yesterday was a very, very short reflection, but we reflected upon the healing that Jesus has done for each and every one of us. Because all of us here are called to draw ourselves closer to Jesus. And so today, as we strive to continue to live out our journey of faith, let us be very, very observant to listening to the Word of God. And days before, I have reflected upon how exactly we should reflect upon the Word of God. Let us revisit that again and understand its meaning and significance, as it still has an impact on each and every one of us here. Because to fully listen to the Word of God, we must first have to settle ourselves down and listen to the voice of what Jesus has to say to each and every one of us. And so we gotta be able to really open ourselves up so that we can hear the words of Jesus. And sometimes Jesus might speak to each and every one of us not in the way to which we expect, but Jesus is still going to be communicating to each and every one of us. And then the other things that all of us should be doing is to be able to really act upon the Word of God without judgment, because there are times where each and every one of us here have struggled to be able to fully understand what Jesus is saying to each and every one of us. So as we continue to reflect upon today, let us reflect upon these present moments to which God has for each and every one of us here.